Back in the old war, Orphix sentience would hit us with pulses. Shut down anything more sophisticated than the lump hammer. Well, the Orphix are back. Only this time, someone's taught them how to override your Warframes. If they spread to cover the whole system, you're all shiny handstands. The Oracle claimed necromechs weren't smart enough to face an enemy that could learn and retire them early, but my boneheads shrug off sentient pulses like the morning dew. So I reckon, between your frames and my old dusted-off war rigs, we might just have a hope in hell. Come see me on Deimos.
Why, hello folks. We've had another Devstream, the big one, yeah. Devstream 150. And we've got some news updates for upcoming stuff that's, it's worth covering. Especially some things that I'm actually very excited about. So let's dive right into the news, shall we?
And we also have people coming from Epic Game Store and getting their classic Unreal Tournament throwback stuff that I think we're eventually propagating that elsewhere after some exclusivity window. So don't worry about that. You'll get your shock rifle and your flak cannon and rocket launcher if you need to.
Yeah, it's just free for a limited time until December 24th.
Monster kill.
Monster kill. What are we doing for the gift of the Lotus Alert, you may ask? And very delighted to share that immediately after the stream on all platforms, there will be a long and gifted legendary core alert. So whether you're on PC, PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 5, Xbox One, or Xbox Series X, or Switch, you can get yourself one legendary core from after the stream until the weekend. So you will have lots and lots and lots of time, whether you're picking up some Prime mods from Barrow and past visits, one legendary core for you. So
yeah, that's big. Don't miss out on that one. Right? It's right here. In your alerts, you got it. It's in the void. You gotta do a survival for like 10 minutes or so, and it's melee only. Sure, not gonna be a problem. 100,000 credits, whoop-de-doo, and one legendary core. Most people like never even see one of these in their inventory. I've been playing like this game every day for over 2 years now. I do sorties basically every day. I've gotten one legendary core in all my time playing, and I'm considered lucky. There are some people who have been playing this game for years and never gotten one. So absolutely do not miss out on this one. If you don't know what it does, a legendary core lets you level up any mod to maximum rank without having to pay credits and endo for it. So primed mods, right? Primed mods, umbral mods, stuff like that. Here, check it out. If you go to your mod selection stuff like these, like prime mods or umbral mods, they cost a ton of endo, a ton of credits to level up. We're talking millions of credits, thousands of endo, and you just get to level up one of these bad boys for free, and they are quite good. They're quite good. If you got like a nice primed mod, maybe like a primed reach or something that's it's sitting there, or just something that you haven't even touched yet. Then hey, get a legendary core and get one of them endgame mods and get it up to endgame level, and it's gonna improve your game by a lot. You have 4 days to do this, which is nice. You got the entire weekend. Do it instantly. Just don't put it off. Just do it so you make sure you don't miss out on it. And as far as I've understood, this is on all platforms. So you go and get yourself a legendary core.
And we also have our Tennobaum event is in full swing right now. So all of the gifting you're doing is supporting Kids Help Phone. So we are working in support of that wonderful organization. So every gift you give to another Tenno on any platform is going towards our donation goals for the Kids Help Phone organization. So simply log into Warframe, send some gifts around, and away you go. And we'll hit our goal. If you do !Tennobaum in chat, you can learn more about that.
Yeah, Tennobaum. And hey, I'm doing a giveaway right now. I have a video about it. Go check it out. It's my video called Tennobaum 2020 Giveaway. Just read the instructions and watch the video and participate in the giveaway, and then join me on my Twitch channel this Friday evening with the times and everything, and participate in the giveaway. And hey, maybe you can win some cool prizes for Tennobaum. Free of charge. You don't have to do anything. You just have to, you know, make your comment in the video, and you're eligible for the raffle. So yeah, get to that. Chop chop. But first, the rest of the Devstream. And next up, let's take a look at a gameplay video that Rebecca Ford has put together, showing off a bit of what we can expect for Corpus Queenpins and Corpus Railjack. Yeah!
Hello everyone! Let's talk about the Corpus in this video. In 2020, we revealed a little bit about the Corpus's founder, which you may or may not know by playing the Deadlock Protocol. But what you can expect and what you probably know is that the Corpus are in a little bit of a different state now due to the emergence of this founding father of the Corpus. So what that means is 2021 is going to start off with a lot of Corpus attention. The Corpus are going to head to space, bringing you Corpus Railjack. The Corpus are going to have their own version of liches, and with those two threats escalating, Ticker thinks you might need a bit of help, and maybe the command intrinsic will be just the thing to help you take on the Corpus in the Railjack regions. So this video is going to take you through 3 of these features that we released in 2021. Maybe not all in the same update, but they are coming, and we will give you a sneak peek of all of those things right now. First, let's take a look at what's been going on in the Corpus Proxima regions. You can see here, there is a lot of high-tech things happening in the Pluto Proxima region. There are several points of interest. There's a little cargo train, and as you can see, there's something doing a shield generator on what appears to be a capital ship. So first, I'm going to go explore the cargo train with my handy arc gun, my slingshot. So in we go. The Corpus are mobilizing, and the cargo train is the perfect place for both precious materials and protectors. Now, my goal is to disable the station. So I've gone through the train, and we're about to say goodbye to the caboose. The mag lock has been set free, and now the cargo is off on a very sad journey into a wormhole. I'll continue my journey in the Proxima region, with my crew, in fact, which we'll talk more about later. Now I have to disable the shield generator. The force field is intact, preventing me from getting on the commander's ship.
Ram sleds inbound. Prepare to repel boarders.
I'm taking the fast path yet again with my Arcwing slingshot. Robots are no match for a pennant. Now it's time to disable the station. Now, I'm free to board the capital ship. The Corpus Proxima region has a lot more of a high-tech feel and different points of interest for players to explore and achieve their goals on.
First rule of success: if you think things are going well, you've overlooked something. Hi there.
It is time to face off against my Queenpin, my Corpus Lich. Long overdue, but we are going to have the final phase of Lich, both Kuva and Corpus battles, take place in Railjack. We'll be adjusting the pace of the lead-up with regards to murmurs to make sure that this new ending doesn't add too much time. But you can certainly expect yourself to be using Railjack much more.
The time I'm done with you, you're gonna look like a normal person reflected in a puddle!
When it comes to Corpus Liches, as you know, Parvos Granum is going to have a big role to play.
Get ready to make the biggest mistake of your career!
And of course, Parvos Granum uses the Spectre particle. So taking on some Warframe Spectres in your final boss battle will certainly be a frequent sight. Corpus Liches have a bit more of a technological angle, as you can see. My Lich is teleporting around. And she's gone. But when you kill your Corpus Liches, there's always the chance that you'll get an ephemera. Here's 4 ephemeras coming with Corpus Liches. And of course, the signature briefcase weapons. This is the briefcase rocket launcher weapon, which Mirage is using holstered on her back and then taking apart into a rocket launcher. The full features of this weapon will be revealed in the future. Now, of course, with the Corpus having their Proxima regions and Corpus Liches being a new threat, you might want some extra help aboard your Railjack. So we're returning to Fortuna to pay a visit to our friend Ticker, who will be letting us hire people for our Railjack crew.
I never met a priest who could tell you anything about heaven, but they knew every square inch of hell. They should. They built it. Ticker don't do retail, so let me know what you find.
In addition to your converted Kuva Liches, you'll be able to pick from a variety of help for your Railjack. You can hire people that Ticker have, and they'll have different skills, which we'll talk about soon.
That's a pretty little thing. Here you go.
Once you've made your choice on who to hire, all you gotta do is head to your dojo. Once you go to your dojo, you simply go to your dry dock, and you'll see that you'll have a new menu item. So in addition to your armories and everything else from avionics, you'll actually notice a couple things when we launch crew. The first being the crew intrinsic, which is called command, will be live. This will allow you to rank up with your intrinsic points to have more crew members and to give you the ability to summon your Kuva Lich as crew members. Once you have crew members, you can customize them in many different ways. You can equip from your chosen members, whether it be people you've found through Ticker or otherwise. And of course, you can change their appearance. From animations to sindanas to attachments to color schemes, you can make your crew look exactly how you want. In this case, I'll be making some tasteful color choices. You'll also be able to train your crew. In this case, I want a really good engineer with some decent survivability. You'll also be able to use your expansive arsenal to equip your crew with weapons of your ownership. So if you have some primary weapons lying around that you're not using too much, you can give them to people on your crew. Now let's take a look at my crew here on my very lime green ship, give them a bow, and say thank you to crew and command, which is coming in 2021. And there you have it. Over across a few updates in 2021, you'll be introduced to Corpus Railjack, Corpus Liches, and the Command Intrinsic. We also have a few other little quality of life things coming that aren't in video format there, but I can tell you a little bit about them now. We will have a wildcard requiem that we're testing, which is basically a requiem that can be used for any passcode. So say you know 2 and you don't have the card for the 3rd, you can just use this wildcard. So you'll be able to earn that in the system. As well, of course, with the Command Intrinsic will come your converted Kuba Liches as an option for your crew. So if you're going through ranking up your Intrinsic, you'll eventually unlock the ability to enlist your converted Kuba Liches to play with you on your Railjack. So we do have a lot coming. This is just the video summary of it all for you so we can keep Devstream 150 on track. So back to the stream.
So yeah, Corpus Railjack. First up, Pluto Proxima. Holy goddamn, that looks so cool. Seeing Pluto like that, that's not what Pluto looks like when you see it like from your orbiter, right? It should be. It definitely should be. There are some other inconsistencies like that. I think when you're hovering above Mars, Deimos just looks like a normal moon. But if you hover over it, over Deimos, it looks like this skull here. But yeah, the aesthetics of the new Railjack missions look great. Like Steve said, we're looking at like new quests and stuff as well. We'll see, like maybe different mission objectives, whatever. Would be nice. And, you know, Corpus Liches. Well, I like the idea that they're doing with the Queenpins what they said they were going to do with the Grineer Kuva Liches when it was announced. That was going to be a part of Railjack. That you were doing your hunt for the Liches as part of like your Railjack experience. They didn't do that for the Kuva Liches, but that was the original plan for them. So it seems you're going back to that now and trying to make that work for the Corpus version instead. That's neat. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out. I'm optimistic about it. I'm glad that you're doing like a different spin on it. So it's not the exact same gameplay loop as it is with Kuva Liches. That it's just going to play a bit differently. So maybe some people are going to prefer the Kuva Lich version, some people are going to prefer the Corpus Queenpin version. I don't know, maybe depending on if you like playing Railjack or not. But it's cool. I like that you're doing more stuff with Railjack. And like Steve said, working more on the backlog and just doing stuff finishing up stuff that they promised before, rather than just jumping to new ideas, which is something that, you know, they've been criticized a bit about before, that they come up with a new idea and a new shiny toy, and then they forgot the stuff that they were building like yesterday. So yeah, having the mindset of like delivering on old promises is nice, and we'll see where it takes us. But you know, it looks cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, let's just talk about what's going on with Lavos. Lavos is going to be our 45th Warframe releasing on PC this year, I ask with a raised eyebrow. And Lavos is coming with a Lavirian entry on release. I don't know, Steve, if you want to talk a little bit about what people can expect when they jump into that Lavirian, just a little teaser perhaps for the what.
Are you able to hide us? We're blocking Lavos. We're blocking the show.
Yeah, get us out of here.
There you go.
Yeah, there's just a really cool backstory. I think, without spoiling it, how Lavos got his snakes, I guess, would be the TLDR of that.
How Lavos got his snakes. I think a really good thing would be.
Look at those snakes! They're so cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the snakes are incredible. Everything about Lavos' snakes just fills me with joy. So
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's like a
yes, you feel good. You feel good about it. You feel good, and I feel good about it. That's for sure. So we do have to show some Lavos gameplay. So before we do that, let's just take a little look at Lavos and the Cedo, Lavos' primary signature weapon. We'll be playing with that as well. When it comes to Lavos, we're going to look at Ophidian Bite, which is when Lavos lashes out with a toxic serpentine strike, consuming the target to heal Lavos. You can also, this is all going to make sense when I get to gameplay, but I want to set everyone up with Lavos' abilities. When you hold Ophidian Bite, it infuses all abilities with toxin. That'll mean something very integral to Lavos' kit. So before we go there, Passive: energy and universal orbs give Lavos status immunity for 10 seconds. Hold any ability to imbue the next cast with the additional elemental damage and status. So Ophidian Bite is Lavos' first ability. Vile Rush is the second ability. For the super endgame players or those interested, this is also Lavos' Helminth ability. So for those of you that are looking to subsume Lavos, this is the ability you'll get. Dash forward, creating a crashing through enemies, leaving an icy trail of broken vials. Hold to imbue the next ability cast with cold. Transmutation Probe, launch a probe that converts health and energy orbs into universal orbs that provide both, and ammo pickups into universal. The probe shocks enemies in close proximity. Each electrocuted reduces the ability cooldowns by 1 second. Very interesting way we're approaching Lavos, and I'll talk a bit more of that when we're in the level. Catalyst probes erupt. This is catalyze. Catalyst probes erupt from Lavos and douse combatants in a fiery gel. Damage is doubled for each element afflicting an enemy. So, let's just hop right to it. We're going to go right into a level and talk about the imbue effect with Lavos. 2 key things to know about Lavos. Lavos runs on a cooldown system, and Lavos can imbue elements across his abilities. So, let's just...
Does he use energy at all?
No energy at all. Completely built upon his own timers that you can manage by casting, reducing cooldowns, and strategically casting all your abilities. So let's just head to the Kuva Fortress for the next steps. No energy at all in Lavos. 0 energy. And not and you know, the first thing you might think about when you hear 0 energy is, well, Hildryn doesn't have energy. That's true, but Hildryn uses shields. In this case, there's no meter at all. Everyone should direct their attention to the bottom right of the screen, where you can see this little UI element that represents all the 4 elementals you know and love. So toxin, cold, electric, heat are all there. And of course, there's all 4 of Lavos' abilities that we just went over, from Ophidian Bite all the way to Catalyze. Now, you may have noticed that Ophidian Bite dealt toxic damage when we took a look in the UI. But in addition to doing toxin damage, you have the option to imbue any element you want in any of Lavos' abilities by combining elements. So say I wanted to add heat to Ophidian Bite, no problem. I just hold 4 and then I cast Ophidian Bite. But say I wanted to do a combination and add blast to Ophidian Bite, I can combine them, and now I will have blast damage on Ophidian Bite as well. And this is true for every one of Lavos' abilities. The imbue mechanic is going to be for you to do real time as you're casting abilities. So if I wanted my Vile Rush to not only do cold damage, but let's say I wanted it to do electric as well, you know, just for a change of scenery, now it will also do electric damage. So you can go through, you can concoct all your little combinations real time as you see fit as you're casting. So let's go ahead and damage some enemies. Well, let's do a viral Ophidian sting. And as you can see, I just took out some enemies here with that. But the Cedo, Lavos' signature weapon, is a shotgun, but it has an alt-fire glaive that you can summon back, and it does crazy elemental damage. So as you can see, I've launched the glaive, and I'm going to summon it back. And it's gone through and done a lot of elemental destruction.
God.
Hold up. Let's look at that again.
But it has an alt-fire glaive that you can summon back, and it does crazy elemental damage. So as you can see, I've launched the glaive, and I'm going to summon it back. And it's gone through and done a lot of elemental destruction.
God.
So let's do that.
Yes.
Let's do that again on a cluster of enemies. Let's see who's waiting behind this door here.
Yeah, me too.
I like the even the visual design super cool too.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the Cedo. I don't want to call it the Cedo because then I'll never hear the end of it. So that's the Cedo. Let's do a little Vile Rush in there. Enemies are a little chilled from that. And let's just finish them off with the Ophidian Sting, maybe. So he's dead. Lavos' serpents come out and do some whipping. All right, let's see what we can find in the next room. So we're gonna throw
that snake slap.
No.
No.
No way.
No. No.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah. So we're
Pretty
gonna
sick, yeah.
I just threw out Lavos' transmutation probe, which moves pretty quickly directly forward. So I'll do it here, and we'll see if we can get some enemies on the other side of the door. but you can also stop it at any time by recasting it. So it'll stay in a station position depending on when you tap cast again. So, oh, I'm getting pre-processing, which I don't know why, but, oh, it's the mana. Whoops, but we're good. So we'll throw that transmutation probe down again. Dev build. So as you can see, that's his little alchemist transmutation probe. And you know what? Let's just throw his ultimate down. Maybe I'll imbue it with some corrosive. You can watch Catalyzer go out in a ranged AoE in all directions, hitting enemies. And now it has a cooldown. But of course, I can actually work into that cooldown by casting Transmutation Probe, and it'll reduce the cooldown of all of Lavos' other abilities. So as you're mixing and matching, casting Ophidian Sting, regenning health while doing so, maybe doing a Bile Rush to get in a better position, there's a lot of ways to strategically use these powers. Especially to manage your cooldown system. So when you're doing Bile Rush, every enemy behind you is going to be afflicted with a status effect. So if you throw your Transmutation Probe out, it'll start accounting for those statuses as your Transmutation Probe's hitting them, redoing cooldowns as you see fit. So because it's a cooldown system, we have some UI elements as well that help you notice when you can recast. But as long as you're playing, actively casting, doing your normal Warframe destruction, you'll find yourself just really getting into the groove of this new sort of feel that Lavos brings.
Is the cooldowns on the... They probably just can't quite see the cooldowns?
Oh,
I see up on the top. No, they can see it.
Yeah, I can move it a little bit, but...
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah. So again, we're looking at a Warframe that mixes all elementals not only in their base forms, but in combinations. We're looking at a frame that can move really quickly throughout the environment, set up their transmutation probe to get a lot of benefits in terms of orbs, ammo, as well as enemy effects. And then when the mood is right, to hit with the ultimate to light enemies not only on fire, but in terms of elements, well, whatever elements you imbue, it's added. So if I'm using my 4th ability, I'm getting my heat out. I'm also using the imbued elements. Oh, I missed a cache? Oh, I hear it. I can hear people being very upset with me. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's gonna play a pre-process. It was a trap.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so when it comes to Lavos, he's pretty tanky as well. One of the meatier Warframes, and again, because his first ability allows you to heal, the more you time it, the more you find yourself in group settings with, I was gonna Mercy Kill that guy. You can just kind of be doing endless elemental destruction, and the help of his serpents will fill you with health as you cast. So in a nutshell, that's Lavos.
Alright, so there's a lot to take in here. First of all, Lavos looks rad. Lavos looks rad as all hell. Such an interesting ability kit. He's gonna be a Warframe that doesn't use energy. He uses cooldowns. That's fascinating. I haven't done that before. Wow, abilities with cooldowns. And like I said, like, obviously, like, you know, that's what you mod him for. You mod him for reduced cooldown on his abilities so you can play them more often. Playing with elements, imbuing different elements at will in any ability. So depending on which enemy type you're facing against, you can just swap out the element of your ability in real time. It's going to take some finesse. It sounds pretty skill testing, but for like high level players who are like comfortable doing that, that sounds super fun. And hey, that gun, the Cedo, holy shit, that looked amazing. That might be my new main gun, just from, oh my, wow, ooh, that's doing things for me. That gun is doing things for me. Holy shit. Ooh. Also, it sounds pretty easy to make him status immune from pickups. That sounds abusable, so he's gonna be status immune most of the time when you play him. And the rush ability, the dash ability, that reminds me a bit of like Reeve, and like how you just sprint through enemies and stuff. That's gonna be his helmet ability, where you hit enemies with like elemental stuff as you dash through them. It's going to be interesting to see which sort of synergies we can figure out with that one. And also just, Helminth system in general. Is there anything you even want to give Lavos from the Helminth system? I don't know what that would be. I guess we'll play test it when he comes out. I'm gonna see if I can experiment with Lavos, because I'm gonna hunt for him. Which brings us to the next point. How do you get him?
All right, so we're going to take a look at Operation Orphix Venom. This is something that Father will be providing, and he's again talking to us.
Cells. Now, I can use those. Probably the only person in the system who can. So, we can trade. I've been keeping some special stuff in reserve.
So, phasic cells are going to be something you can earn playing Operation Orphix Venom. This event will be live, and you can use it to earn Lavos. So whether you want the blueprint or all the pieces, which of course you will, alt helmet, his signature weapon and all its pieces, and much more. Operation Orphix Venom will bring mech cosmetics, some skins for Cortege, Mazelon, and the Morga, as well as some new necromech mods, new glyph cosmetics, and we are going to be returning a lot of the Scarlet Spear rewards, some in blueprint form. You can get the Seti Lacera blueprint, Basmu blueprint, Stance Forma blueprint, Simulacrum's coming back, and of course all the arcanes that we offered in Scarlet Spear will be coming back for Operation Orphix Venom. So, this is coming. Father will be the spokesperson for this upcoming operation, and you can find him on Deimos, as you know. This will be launching within, what do you think, Sheldon? What do you guys think?
Within the week.
Ooh.
On PC.
Within a week.
A week.
Within a week.
Yeah.
Within a week.
All right, Operation Orphix Venom out on PC, only on PC for now, within a week. So it's coming in a couple of days. Consoles are probably gonna have to wait until 2021 before you get this. But PC are getting it within a week. And holy shit, the Scarlet Spear rewards are coming back. Oh, the Scarlet Spear rewards are coming back. That means I am gonna grind the hell out of this event. You know why? Because whenever this goddamn Nightwave Act comes up, capturing a Hydralist, that one stays there for a couple of weeks before I can muster the energy to do it. I'm sorry. I know there are people who enjoy it, but I hate Eidolon hunting. I do not think it's fun. I do not enjoy the experience. I have a miserable time doing it. I loathe Eidolon hunting. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I always said that, like, whenever Scarlet Spear comes back, I'm gonna grind the goddamn hell out of that event. I'm gonna get all of those arcanes. Gonna get all of them. All of those arcanes. Because that's something that's missing from my theory crafting that I actually want to, like, improve on. I am going to be grinding the hell out of this event and getting all of the arcanes. And then I never, ever have to touch Eidolon hunts ever again. And it's going to be the best day of my life. Ah, so nice. And hey, if you missed Scarlet Spear before and you don't have the Basmu, or you don't have the Seti Lacera, or you don't have the new Simulacrum room, hey, you can get him! You can get him now from this event. You can get him. The Seti Lacera is a fantastic weapon. This thing here, this electric sword and whip. Oh my god, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, get those. Get those. Get all of the rewards. And the Cedo, obviously, the new gun. And Lavos. Get him too. So let's have a peek. Let's have a peek that they showed of what this new operation is gonna look like in practice. And with that, hey, I'm signing out. Getting ready for Friday's big giveaway, and just awaiting the drop of this new content update, so we can start hunting for Snake Boy. I already love him. Snake Boy is gonna be fun. I'm gonna play Snake Boy. You're gonna play Snake Boy. We're all gonna be Snake Boys.
Can you hide us for this? Or is that
Nope.
tricky?
Everyone gives
Goodbye.
them more control.
Fair enough.
Make them think twice.
Now,
And don't be
we had a
afraid
little
to fail.
teaser that perhaps we'd be letting Necromechs come to the Origin system. So Orphix Venom,
Big nasty on the scope.
That's super rad.
And a sentient Orphix has appeared. Let's see what we can do here.
All of them look great.
Now,
Yeah.
this
What's that?
yeah, that shrinking pulse field is probably not good for your Warframe. So, Tenno, whatever happens here, you're going to need your Necromech. I don't think your Warframe's going to like this pulse field, but perhaps your Necromech, being a little bit old war size, will do the trick. I think an important part...
Can you walk through the door?
Oh! Ow!
Cool.
Very important. Can a Necromech fit through doors? Can a Necromech take on sentience? All of these questions and more will be answered when Operation Orphix Venom
Venom
goes live.